في الله تعالى العظيم في هذا المسجد. أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. Obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your creator. Obey Prophet Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and obey those who are on authority. And obey those who are on authority means obey those who are protecting the constitution and the law of the country. That's one. Second one is to obey your spiritual guide, which he wants the benefit for you, or she wants the benefit for you. And the third is to obey your an-nafs al-mutma'inna, the good self. To obey and to learn how to, because obedience is not easy. Obedience means you are going to struggle. To obey, you are going to struggle. Because the bad desires, حب الشهوات, the love of bad desires. Shahawat are not bad only. Shahawat is two kind, means desires is two kind. Shahwatul haram wa shahwatul halal. The halal desire, the good desire, and there is the bad desire. The good desire is Allah gave you permission to enjoy and entertain yourself in that desire. But we say it shahwatul halal, the lawful desire, which if you get married, it's a lawful desire. If you want to hear a kind of poetry which make you feel happy to worship, it's a lawful desire. If you hear a very nice, beautiful voice that's reciting poetry or reciting Quran or reciting something not, that is a lawful desire. If you go to a place where there is an invitation and you are sitting and only speaking about nice issues, not backbiting and conspiring and doing all kind of confusion, that is good desires. So these are lawful desires. The bad desires, the haram one, the forbidden one, is where you are not allowed to look and you look. Not allowed to sit and you sit. Not allowed to speak something and you speak something that's not accepted. So that's why we have to separate them. So obedience is a struggle between what is good desire and what is bad desires. The good desires, Allah said, obey God, obey Prophet, and obey all other prophets, Jesus, Moses, everyone, and obey those who are on authority, physical, normal authority, country authority, and your guides, or yourself, which the good self, not the bad one. Unfortunately, we are always struggling within ourselves between the good and the bad. And always unfortunately, always what succeed? The bad one. Most of the times. Less are the good desire that succeed, that win. Mostly what they win is the one that is bad. So Prophet ﷺ said, you want to control it? To control the bad desires? There is one way, which he described. There are other, which Prophet ﷺ also described, but today we mention one that we kept mentioning all this last week. He said, جاهدوا أنفسكم بالجوع والعطش. Struggle against yourself with hunger and thirst. Means make yourself, when it asks you for food, don't eat. Teach yourself a lesson. Because if you give yourself whatever it likes every moment, it means you are surrendering to your bad desires and you are not listening to the good desires. That's why in seclusion, when you are ordered for a seclusion by your spiritual guide, they put you 24 hours to eat a small piece of bread or a naan or a small piece of lentil soup. 24 hours. So you cannot eat. There is no permission to eat in your seclusion. So it is a struggle with your ego for 40 days or 60 days or 90 days. It will teach you how to be able to survive against the desire of the self. So that's what mainly we are struggling. So what we need in order to solve this problem, we need guidance. And this guidance coming from those who are real spiritual guides. Spiritual guides are important in our lives. Like Dawood said to me, come and visit our place up north. See that? Well, I don't know how to go. He said, I come and take you as your guide. If he is with me, I will feel happy, I will feel at ease, because I will know that I will not lose the way, because he knows the way. So spiritual guides are important in our lives because they show us the way. If they are not there, we are blind. We cannot see. Don't think what we are seeing now is what we have to look. There are the spiritual guides, they see with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them of light, of vision. They are Ahlul Basair, the people of foreseeing, of foresight. They are Jawasisul Qulub. We use that term in spirituality. The spies of the hearts. They can know every detail what the student is from one moment to another moment. And we explained about this. There are 4 different levels of spiritual guides. We have already explained 2, and the 3rd one we were explaining yesterday. You were here? No. We explained more than half of what Murshid at-Tasfiyah. First is Murshid al-Barakah, the guide for blessings. So you come to him, from him emanate that blessings, that you are sitting with him and feel happy. He blessed you. The second is the guide, spiritual guide of Tazkiyah, purify you, to raise you up, clean you. The third, Murshid at-Tasfiyah, spiritual guide of elimination and filtration. He tried to filtrate the badness and throw it out. And we explained that until we came to the place where, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless Grand Sheikh, his soul, and give our Sheikh long life.
Ameen.
This is from their notes. Thus, the spiritual guide of filtration and elimination, what they eliminate, tasfiyah, means they sift. What is good stays up, what is bad goes. And I explained it yesterday, but I will touch a little bit on it because many people didn't hear it. From the breath that goes in, breath out, that moment, how long it take to breathe in and breathe out? Less than 1 second. Right? Doctor, how long it take?
Relax breath?
Yeah,
3 seconds?
3 seconds. Okay. I exaggerated a little bit, no problem.
4 seconds.
To breathe in and breathe out. Okay, when we breathe in, where is that breath goes? It has to go through the whole system, carrying the oxygen, cleaning the blood, going all the way to the brain, coming through the whole system of your body, passing through veins and arteries and capillaries. And we don't need to describe capillaries. Do you know what's capillaries, Hajikron? No. Ask Dr. Munir. What are capillaries?
The smallest of the blood vessels.
The smallest of blood vessels that they can find in your body, if you put them near each other with the arteries and veins, counts thousands and thousands of miles in your body. Wiring system.
Allah.
Hundreds of, yeah, but I didn't want to say that. They say, oh, I'm exaggerating.
Yeah.
What I studied when I was studying, they said that it is more than the distance between here and the moon. And the distance between here and the moon is 300,000 kilometers, which is around 160 or 70,000 miles. If you put all these arteries and veins and capillaries in your body, one after the other, it has that distance.
Allah.
Today, 2 weeks ago, we were flying, and they said, oh, cancelled, flights are cancelled. Why? Because they grounded the planes. Why you grounded the planes? The wiring is not good. It's not? They have to wire all the planes back, inspect them, then they allow them to fly. How we are going to fly when our wiring, we are putting dirtiness in our wiring system. And their wiring is not 300,000 kilometers of wires, 160, 70,000 miles of wires. Their wiring might be 10,000, even not that.
10, 15,
Wherever it is, it's not that complicated. The body is more complicated, and we are not trying to inspect it. So Murshid al-Tasfiya, doctor, is the one that has been authorized from the Grand Master, the Sultan al-Awliya, the King of Saints. There is 124,000 saints. There is one on top of all of them. He authorized them to Murshid al-Tasfiya, spiritual guide of filtration and elimination, to inspect the wires in every human being. And that Murshid has to inspect not one, he might be responsible of hundreds of thousands, millions of people. He has the power to inspect them all between breathe in and out. In that moments of time, Grand Sheikh, may Allah bless his soul, said 24,000 wisdom. The Murshid al-Tasfiya can understand of your personality. 24,000 what is going within you at that moment, because in every moment there is something going within us, is not? If we are in a plane and traveling, in every moment inside the plane why I am saying the plane, because this plane also is a wired system. They are wiring it. Many things goes inside. People speaking, talking, eating, is not?
Yeah.
Also, in our bodies, all this wiring in order to make our organs and our cells to function correctly. How many cells we have? Trillions. Not millions, not billions, there are trillions. They say 3 trillion cells in our body, in our system. Every cell has to function well. Means that wali is taking, when the breathe in going in, as it is moving, he is following it like a camera. Like now they send camera through your heart or whatever they want to check. He has that camera checking you every moment in that where it is moving, and he can detect what it is good and what is not good. What is good, keeps it. What is not good, eliminate. That is the property, that is the job of the spiritual guide of filtration and elimination. And today they say this is peer and this is peer and this is peer and this is peer. What is peer? Peer is something heavy. Now anyone will ask what my peer said, oh, is your peer? Oh, he's 30 years of age. Like, your peer, how old is your peer?
About 37, 38.
37, 38. It's okay, it's barakah. Peer for barakah, for blessing is okay, but not peer tasfiyah. Peer elimination and filtration. So, that is the job, Sheikh Abu Bakr, is not an easy task. Your grandfather was like that. But not anyone today. That is, as those peers, real peers, are dying, substitutes are not coming, others are not. They are hiding themselves. There are, but they are hiding. So, that peer of purification and elimination and filtration has to understand and send for you what is good desires and what is bad desire. That's why you see in yourself there is a struggle. When you see there is a struggle, means understand the Sheikh is working now on you. Touch it, make. When you feel there is a struggle within you for an issue, many of us at any moment in their lives, they feel they have a struggle.
Tension.
They want to do this and then they are struggling. I do it, I don't do it. I do it, I don't do it. Then his wife or she comes and say, do it. He says, no, I don't want to do it. Then he says, I will do it. So it is a struggle. At that moment, look at your peer. He is opening up for you. 3 places the Grand Sheikh said, in 24 hours, the Sheikh the spiritual guide is obliged to look at you at least in 24 hours 3 times. And he said, when I look at you, when I've been given that authority and I'm looking, in the same time he can look at many. It doesn't stop him from looking at one from looking at the other. He can look in the same time. That's what we say, tayu zaman, folding the time. Like what Allah said in Holy Quran, Ya Shaykh Sahib, نوم نطوي السماء كطي السجل للكتب.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يوم نطوي السماء كطي السجل للكتب كما بدأنا أول خلق نعيده وعدا علينا إنا كنا فاعلين.
You understood? يوم نطوي السماء كطي السجل للكتب, when we fold heavens, the skies, the universe, because paradise is not in the universe. When we speak about paradise, is not in these galaxies. Paradise has to be beyond the galaxies. This galaxy is what we say in Arabic, حد الدنيا, is the limit of the world. The world is not in its meaning this world, this earth. This an earth. It's one of the many earths and planets. So paradises are beyond. So what Allah is saying, يوم نطوي السماء كطي السجل الكتب, when we fold the skies, means what we are seeing today is the sky of our galaxy. How many skies beyond that? And how many galaxies beyond our galaxy? How many galaxies? We said it many times. 6 billion galaxies. Allah said we will fold them together. As we fold the book, as this book is folded so easy, means become very thin, small. So when we fold this is folding of the time. One time become close to each other. So the timing, what we are saying before, Tayyuz Zaman.
3 times this.
When these awliya can see different people in the same time, they fold them together. So they bring them as one. And through one, they can see all. Like in the day of judgment, Allah give them to Prophet that secret, and Prophet giving awliya from that secret. He's inheriting them one drop of that secret. And the example, Allah in the day of judgment is going to call you and 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 call you, and going to ask you and ask you and ask you and ask you. How many Ummatul Nabi, they say, is from the time of Prophet till today, till Judgment Day. Some scholars, they say, is 400 billion Ummatul Nabi, but it's some scholar. But in any case, whatever, from Adam alayhi salam till Day of Judgment, how many billions and billions and trillions? Is not? In the Day of Judgment, how they are going to be asked, judged? Allah will bring the worst among everyone and judge that one. If that one enter paradise, all of them they enter paradise. It's so simple, so easy. Do you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not send that person who is the worst from Ummatul Nabi under the shafa'ah of Prophet? He will not send him to paradise? And we are not going to describe the hadith of Bukhari, but is this the hadith? Allah will leave one and save him at the end. When that one is saved, everyone is saved. With one, he judge all. So from that secret, Prophet gave awliya Allah a little bit, so they can see at the same time, and they can judge, and they can fix in the same time. So the Sheikh, he will make sure, the spiritual guide, that your wiring system is functioning well. And that's why the awliya Allah, they look at their followers 3 times a day. They have to, if not all time. But 3 times, he said, we are obliged from Prophet ﷺ to look at least 3 times. And in these 3 times, we don't give them candies to the students. What we give them? Difficulties. When they want to see you, how much you are going to be patient on a difficulty. This is how to train you. This is how to teach you. You go and see many people around the world. They are even not Muslim. They go in seclusion. Look in India or in Thailand or in different places where they are not Muslim. Why they go into the caves in the mountains, monks. Why?
through their nafs.
To struggle against themselves, against their ego. Some of them they stay 1 year, and they don't have any light except one small hole. That light comes through that hole from a very small hole on top of them. And what they eat little bit. For 1 year or 2 years they sit there. What do you think they are doing? They are struggling their ego. They can control their ego. Well, we are playing here. Today, Sufi orders, unfortunately, with my respect to everyone, it's a playing game, like children playing with toys. One of the main golden chain spiritual guides, the highest level, the fourth level, which is Murshid at-Tarbiyah, the one who give you the knowledge and raise you up, is Sayyidina Khalid al-Baghdadi, one of the golden chain sheikhs, Naqshbandi golden chain. His students came to him and they said, we are going for Hajj. He said, when you go to Hajj this year, you are going look for Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam, the grandson of Prophet that come at the end of the time, the Messiah. Messiah is coming. He told them like that. One is this in his time. They went to Hajj. They didn't see him. But they saw some group coming from India, Bombay. And they are saying that there is someone in the mountains. He has a house by the mountain, living there, but can do miracles. Can you do miracles? No. Can you do? What do you do? Doctor? Sleeping? Not yet. Can you do?
Allah, Subhan.
He is doing miracles. And from his miracles, people are being cured, people are being healed, people are being guided. So this student of that spiritual guide, Khalid al-Baghdadi, got very frustrated that we are with our sheikhs for many years and we never been able to make a miracle. What is this spirituality and Sufi order? So they went back to the sheikh and they said to him, oh, our sheikh, we didn't see Mahdi alayhi salam, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad. But we saw some people coming from India and they are saying, this man who is not a Muslim, he's Hindu, he is doing miracles. And we are with you. They dare to say in front of the sheikh. And we are with you, and we are 60 years, 70 years of age. We cannot do anything. I said, okay, you go home, rest tonight. Tomorrow come to me. At that night, don't think it's too much for awliya Allah. It's not too much. He said, tonight I will get you the answer. That night when they left, by Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Tayyul Makan wa Tayyul Zaman, folding the time and folding earth. What you call it? Space. And moved in space. Now my people, they say, how they do that? They can't do that. And it's very simple. For awliya Allah, not for us. How they do that? The soul is inside the body. The body is the cage. When you free your soul, then you are more easy to move. The body cannot move. The body is stuck. It's stuck ground. You need an engine to move the body. So what they do, they take their soul out of their body They put the body inside the soul, and they move with the soul.
Subhanallah.
The soul that moves, that is the energy can move. Like for example, a crane, you want to lift 10,000 pounds of iron, steel. Can you do it? No. So what you do, you bring a crane. A small crane. It has an engine, electrical engine. You run it, it carries. Who carried who? The energy carried the mass. It's not?
Yes.
The mass is the iron bars or the steel, whatever it is. The energy, which you don't see, was able to carry the mass. So energy always carry masses. Souls is energy. It carry the body, which is a mass. So this is how awliya Allah can easily move. So this is a small explanation to give us an idea. So he moved with his soul, and the body is inside, and he reached that Indian guru in Bombay, who is not Muslim, he's Hindu. At his door, he arrived to his door, and he saw that man opening the door, say, "I'm waiting for you." Oh. This one is Hindu, this one is Muslim. He entered. He said, "I knew as soon as they were talking to you, I knew that what we call the telepathy. I knew you are coming. I ordered one lady Muslim to come and cook for you food for host you here. One Muslim lady to cook food for you." And he put the food, and the Hindu sitting on this side, the saint spiritual guide sitting on the other side, Muslim one. And they were not talking, they were looking at the heart of each other. So the Sayyidina Khalid al-Baghdadi, he said to him, "Give Shahada now. Say Kalimat al-Tawheed now. Say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. I believe in God as the creator and believe in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I bear witness that Allah is our creator and Sayyidina Muhammad is his messenger with all other messengers." He put his head down and not talking. After half an hour, he raised his head and he said, "Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah." Grand Sheikh said, may Allah bless his soul, that guru was able to reach universes, the universe, with his power that Allah gave to him. But not above the universe. Above universe only for those who believes in Prophet Sayyidina Muhammad and Sayyidina Isa and Sayyidina all other prophets. For religion. Paradises they can reach. So as soon as he said the Shahada, Allah opened to his heart, he was able to reach beyond, because he's ready for that. It's not like us, we are not ready. He's ready. He was all his life in seclusion. So Sayyidina Khalid al-Baghdadi looked at him and he said, and he knows why, but he wants for it to be recorded, "Why you delayed half an hour to say the Shahada? Why you didn't say it when I asked you to say it?" He said, "Ya Sayyidi, oh my master." Now of course he's going to say, "Oh my master." He's seeing what happened, of higher miracles happened to him. He said, "All my life, whatever myself told me to do, I do the opposite. If myself say to me, eat, I don't eat. If myself doesn't care if I eat or don't eat, I eat." That's an example. If myself says to me, go there, I don't go. If myself says to me, don't go there, I go. Whatever myself said, I do the opposite. And just now, when you told me to make Shahada, I was struggling with myself. Because everything I do, I consult with myself. So I was asking myself, can I do Shahada? And myself said, are you crazy? Where are we to do Shahada? Shahada means you are going to go from up, going all the way to the beginning of the ladder to climb another time. Already you are the big guru. People come to you. He said, I don't like fame. I don't care for that. I'm asking you myself, don't look at my fame or you are known or look at, give me an answer that it is good to do the Shahada or not. And the self say, no, it's not good. How is good to do Shahada? Then you are going to go to the bottom. People are going to deny you. People are not going to look at you and say, oh, this guru became Muslim. I was struggling for half an hour. Yes, no, yes, no. You, no, yes. When myself insisted on me not to take the Shahada, I gave the Shahada. Then he went, he ate with him, he took bay'ah with him, initiation, he became one of his big Khalifa, gave him the secret, trusted him. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim was back in Damascus, Sham. His mosque and his grave is thousands and thousands of scholars, they come and visit Sayyidina Khalid al-Baghdadi. Came back to his student, Fajr time, they came to him and they told him, did you have an answer for us? He said, of course I have an answer for you. You are with me for many, many years, but you never came against yourself. Everything that I gave you was candy and you were happy with it. You never tried to struggle against yourself. Go back, struggle against yourself, then come to me to learn tariqah. So awliyaullah, when they look at you, especially these spiritual guides which we are speaking about, when they look at you 3 times, they don't send you candies, they give you difficulties. They want to check you are going to be patient or not patient. If they saw you are patient and you are going easy and no problem, then that day they raise you up. Next day come. They keep like that until you completely been purified, then they give you your trust, the jewels in your hand. Then you can know the value of the jewels. Now if awliyaullah give jewels to kids, to children, they like it, they throw it. Give them candy, they put in their mouth. They'll be more happy.
Allah, subhanallah, subhanallah.
He said that, and we end with this because we are not going to go onto this, we have to finish that. He said that spiritual guide, the 3rd level, has the power in 1 hour to recite 700,000 times Allah, Allah, Kalimatul Tawheed, Ismul Jalala. Allah gave them power to fold their tongues, because from their tongue to their heart there is a spiritual connection that you cannot see, a direct connection that from the tongue to the heart, and they can have the folding of the time and space. In 1 hour they can go up to 700,000 remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by saying Allah, 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 Allah. I will end with that because there is about ruh here and about the soul and the spirit. We'll leave it that. But I will end with the last word here saying, Murshid al-Tasfiyah, and now you can understand what is the meaning of all that. Murshid al-Tasfiyah, the 3rd level of guide, which is one of the highest level in tariqah, in Sufism. He carry all these characteristics that we spoke about yesterday and before yesterday and today, but he is still a beginner in the Naqshbandi order and he didn't yet reach the level of murid. دكتور لكنه مبتدئ في مقام المريدية. He is a beginner in the level of murid. Murid, you know what murid? A real student. There is 3 levels. مبتدئ مستعد مريد. 4 levels. محب مبتدئ مستعد مريد. Lovers, he loves these meetings. Comes to the sheikh, he loves the sheikhs. That is a lover. Then there is a mubtadi, a beginner, who wants to go beyond only love, he wants to go higher. Then they begin musta'ad, which is ready. Then murid. He is saying, Grand Sheikh, this spiritual guide of the 3rd level, he is still beginner in the level of murid. Then imagine the level of murid. Level of real murid is the beginning of spiritual guidance of the Sheikh of At-Tarbiyah. Sheikh At-Tarbiyah is the spiritual guide of education, teaching and upbringing. And we'll leave this for next time. ومن الله التوفيق وحرمة الفاتحة. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله